Yeah. Okay, it's going.
Okay, cool. Alright, we're back. Temporary malfunction. But, you know.
Sorry about that, guys. The camera just stopped. You were saying, babe?
You know, but like I said, this judging people on what you see, no, there's no need for that.
What else you got going on?
I'm also an insulin-dependent diabetic. I have been since I was about 8 years old. Which, by the way, people, one thing that really pushes my buttons, don't tell me that I caused my diabetes or that my mom and dad did by the diet I was fed or a level of inactivity. Because that's not true. That's BS. It's a genetic thing. So if you see somebody who's a diabetic, don't automatically assume that they did it to themselves, because that may not be the case. You don't know. And by assuming that and making those judgment calls, all you're really going to do is piss people off.
And I mean, one of the things that gets me, and you know, was a serious judgment call for me, was when her and I decided that we were going to pursue a relationship. Everybody told us we couldn't do it. There was no point in it.
Hell, we even faced crap from the social workers and people that were supposed to help us become valued members of society.
You know, and like I mentioned before, her and I are not legally married. And this is a thorn in my side. And this is something that I'm hoping that one day will change. The reason we aren't legally married is if we were to do so, because her and I are both on SSI, they would take half of our income. And I'm not okay with that. I just want to live my life and be happy. Why do we have to do that so differently because we're in chairs? That's what I'm hoping doing things like this is going to stop.
You know, and it's not just people in wheelchairs that are judged. It's people with any part of their body that doesn't work the way it should. Whether it be a mental disability, a physical one, a psychological thing. You could meet somebody who's blind and they're going to get judged. You could meet somebody who is deaf and they will be judged. And that's not okay. It needs to stop. If you give us a chance, those of us in the disabled community, no matter what the disability, we can show you just how awesome we are as people, as human beings, and that we should be treated as such.
I 100% agree with you. You know, and you know, this video may have gotten a little off topic because, you know, as you'll see in the title, it's a cooking video. But these are things that need to be said. And this is what happens when you give two disabled people time to kill.
and a video camera.
You know? The world needs to change. We don't need to change for the world. I had to write that shit down.
And it's not that having disabilities we think we're entitled, because we don't. Okay? It's just that or I should say maybe that it's not that we think we're entitled to more than other people, because we don't. We're entitled to the same things as every other red-blooded American. And excuse me for getting off topic, but if you don't buy that, I've got a father-in-law, a grandfather-in-law, a grandfather on my mother's side, a younger brother, my father, and my stepdad, who can all attest to that fact, because they were the ones who gave us those rights. They have served in the U.S. military in one function or another. Anything to add?
I completely agree. We're just, the rice is just about done. How long do we got on the chicken?
"12 minutes.
And yes, I'm drinking, so sue me. Don't really care what you think about it.
Hey, he's over 21. It's legal. You don't like it, watch something else.
I don't condone underage drinking at all either. Yeah, because when this hits stay warm, you'll probably be able to start on the vegetables.
Yeah.
But no, one of the other things that I wanted to bring up, and it's something that I wanted to ask you guys. If you guys have any, questions, advice, or topics that you want to see, us talk about, bring them up in the comments. The only thing that I ask is that you're not rude to anyone, you don't downgrade anyone, because that is something that will get you blocked. And like I said, bear with us for using my cheapy digital camera to film this. And it's gonna, a lot of the videos are gonna be done on my laptop, a lot of the videos are gonna be done on this. I am hoping one day to upgrade the equipment. If you have questions, ask. All I ask is that you're cordial and civil to everyone that's on my channel. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think we covered it.
At least till the next video. And like I said, the rice is almost done. I'm not sure if it's gonna pick up where we got cut off or not. I'll find out when I go to upload this to the computer. But I'm definitely gonna be shooting a lot more videos. Hope we do a lot of videos together.
Yep.
They need to see that we're just like everybody else. And you said something I kind of want to correct you on. You said that we're not entitled. And I disagree with that. We are entitled. We're entitled to live our life just like everybody else does.
I did correct myself. I said that we are not more entitled than others. However, we are entitled to the same rights and privileges as anybody else.
I apologize, I missed that then.
I ought to slap you with a big mouth bass.
That is one thing you will learn on this channel, that her and I are we both have a great sense of humor. You know, I don't think I'd be where I am today if it wasn't for my wife. You know, and she's one of the reasons I want to do this. And you know, all joking aside, my life is what it is because of her.
Well, thank you.
We might do more cooking videos. You know, because I know there is at least one more that I want to do.
And what would that be?
Your favorite food. What's your favorite thing that I make?
Fried crack! Woohoo!
Now, clarify.
Sorry, guys. Fried crack is not what you think. When we say fried crack in this house, we're talking about a fried chicken recipe that my husband got from his dearly departed paternal grandmother. And he's made it his own.
Why don't you tell them a little bit about how we met?
Well, I was online, just talking to different people, and I meet this guy who is from Pennsylvania. And
Which, by the way, is not me.
no, it was not Samuel. It was this guy named Daniel. And, excuse me, there's my soda talking. He gives me this sap story about how his girlfriend is just treating him like crap. Which I later found out from Samuel, who is now my husband, that this was a true story.
Which, by the way, guys, that beeping you just heard was the rice finishing up.
So I swapped phone numbers. I said, look, dude, if you want to talk, I'm there to listen, whatever. Cool. So we got into a little bit of a relationship. And this guy had one of those track phones that you constantly have to refill the minutes on. So he was constantly running out of minutes. So he would ask his friend Samuel over here, hey, can I use your phone to contact my girlfriend? Because Samuel had one of those unlimited everything plans. Awesomeness,
I was
know.
a smart boy.
But, so Samuel said okay. And so I eventually got to talk to Samuel. And we became friends. You know. And I remember one day I got a call from Samuel telling me that this guy Daniel and him had been to a friend's barbecue. And I go, why should I care? Samuel proceeds to tell me that Daniel had his hands all over some other chick. And I went, oh, really now? And so I called Daniel and I asked him what was going on. And of course, this loser told me this BS story about how, oh, well, I was just trying to keep her off of me. You see, I might have some cognitive issues, but I know when I'm being lied to. And I knew he was lying to me. So I said, dude, until you can start being honest with me, lose my number. I called Samuel back. We talked that entire night. And he ended up asking me to be his girlfriend, and I said yes. And a year and a half later, we were married. And the rest is history.
And I had her tell you that story to bring up a point. You know, people with disabilities got to stick together. We can't just throw each other under the bus or to the wolves. We have to stick together or we're never going to make it in society. We're going to be what society tells people we are. And that's not who we are. Which, by the way, with the rice now done, you can probably get started on the veggies.
Yes, dear. Stovetop?
I thought we weren't going to do that because we couldn't cover it.
Oh, that's right. Microwave. Yeah. Sorry about that.
And just to clarify, we do get a lot of help from my dad and my brothers
And your mama.
and my mom. And we both appreciate that immensely. So we don't do everything ourselves. And we can't possibly do everything ourselves. It's not possible. We know we have limitations. We aren't Superman. What are you doing, bud?
I have to get my scissors so I can cut open the vegetables.
Oh, you need scissors?
Yeah. My little friends.
Say hello to my little friend. You know, I know people make money off of YouTube and that's great. But that's not what we're trying to do here, you know, and if we do, great. If we don't, great. We're doing this as a creative outlet. And we're also doing it to get a message across. So, what do you do on the vegetables, babe?
It looks like I may have to do this in batches, which is perfectly okay. I have zero problem with that. And you'll have to excuse the fact that all you can see is the back of my head right now. But I need to get the vegetables done, so here we go.
Do you want me to put that back in the freezer?
Yes, dear. Please put the sauce back in the freezer because we're not going to use it.
You want me to put both sauce packets back in there?
I'm not seeing another one.
Because there's two in there. It's
Here it is. It was hiding from me.
and
Chicken's done.
There is the chicken. Hopefully I don't get nixed for that.
Oh my God.
Show the camera if you can. All I know is it smells good.
Hope y'all can see that, but there's our chicken for our stir fry.
Now, are we gonna cut it up or are we gonna leave it whole?
I would cut it up, personally. That's just me.
I'll let you do that because my dexterity sucks balls.
Yes, I know this.
Yeah, but they might not. Did you turn off the oven?
Yes, dear.
I would go ahead and put the chicken back in there so that it stays warm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 24 and a half. So, the directions say 24 and a half minutes.
Babe, I
Yeah?
believe it was 10 minutes, then stir, then 10 minutes.
Oh, that's right.
And I need some help because I just dropped a sauce packet.
Okay.
Sorry, we both kind of had to run out of the frame. Because my dumbass dropped a sauce packet. And no, I don't think I'm actually dumb. I'm just being a smartass.
Which, ladies and germs, smartassery, that's one thing you'll get a lot of in this house.
So how do you want to do this? Rice, veggies, chicken?
Yes.
Or rice, chicken, veggies?
Rice, vegetables, chicken.
Do you want to start buttering the rice?
Sure.
Alright, let me shut the rice cooker off and get the hell out of your way.
Why don't you just get the hell out of my way and I can do it myself?
Because I was already right there. Plus it's got to be unplugged before you can open it.
This is true.
Which, last I heard, you were not Stretch Armstrong.
No, unfortunately I'm not. You may think you married a superhero, but I'm not Stretch Armstrong, darling.
But in my opinion, you are a superhero. You're good to go to start buttering the rice.
Beautimus. What?
Oops, sorry guys, kind of bumped the tripod a little bit, so you're gonna get a little bit of shake there. I apologize. How's it looking? Good looking?
Hang on a minute. Beautimus.
Let me see. Oh, that is gorgeous. Tell everybody what you're doing, babe.
I'm just putting a little bit of butter into the rice for flavor. You know, because butter and rice, it just goes together. Let's face it.
Now, it was clumpy when I started making it. Is it alright now?
It's good.